everyone, and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. Let's find out what's been on the hook. All weekend I have been crocheting, and I'm going to show you all about that here in a few minutes. Today I have some happy mail, some project bags, a giveaway to show. Crystal is wearing my brand new sweater that I released on Saturday called the Titmouse sweater, and she's actually wearing it with a blue knit shirt underneath it because it's cold today. So she asked me if she could wear something underneath the Titmouse sweater, and I said, sure, I'll dress you up. So let me go get Crystal and we'll bring her up here and let her say hello. Well, here she is wearing my brand new sweater. I really like this sweater. I've worn it several times already. About to wear it out. So I wanted Crystal to wear it today. She's wearing it with a navy blue knit top to stay warm. Unfortunately, she's a little bit red, so I will cover that up and you can kind of get the full effect. I thank you so much. Thank you, Crystal. I thank you so much for all your well wishes and your wonderful comments about the sweater. It's my first foray into crocheting an entire sweater out of a number 2 wool. And I did some cotton last year with number 2, but on this sweater I crocheted with a smaller hook, and I believe it was an H. Crocheted with a smaller hook so that the fabric would be a little more dense and you could wear it with or without a tank top underneath. So that was my focus on that particular sweater. So I wrote the pattern for a smaller yarn. So if you're interested in making a sweater with smaller yarn, then this would be the one on my Etsy shop, because it's written for smaller yarn. Now you can also make this out of cotton, and I plan to do that myself. In fact, I have some cotton that I showed you in my last video. I'll probably make a titmouse sweater from the cotton, at least one set of that cotton that I ordered from Ice Yarns. And when I get that started and get going on it, I'll show you the progress on that, but I'll be using my titmouse sweater pattern for that. Today I wanted to show you a couple of project bags that Joe has made for some viewers of mine. I'm showing these to you because I want to show you the variety of fabrics out there when you can custom order a bag exactly the way you want it. So I wanted to show you these 2 bags. She finished these over the weekend, and she'll be sending these to the 2 ladies who ordered them tomorrow. So today I wanted to show them on my video, and I picked them up from her yesterday at lunch. And I'm going to show you these 2 new bags that she has created for 2 of my viewers. This one is for Stacy in Tennessee, and it's 16 by 10.5 by 6 along the bottom. Look how cute that fabric is down there. This is a kind of a butterfly bag, I call it, the butterfly bag. Here's her signature button that she makes from felt and beads, quite beautiful. And then all the fabrics, of course, are coordinated so that they fit together beautifully as far as colors go, and patterns too. This is a floral pattern here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get it up here. Yeah, it's kind of a blue and gray floral pattern, and the stripe pattern that coordinates with it. I think that's really pretty. And then the other side of the bag is done in a butterfly print as well, only the full side is done in the butterfly print. There are 2 pockets on each side, one short and one tall that goes all the way down behind this pocket. And then the straps are embroidered. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, they're embroidered right down the middle, which gives them extra strength. Inside this bag is a snap closure. She ordered a snap closure, so that's what is in this bag. The inside is a canvas material, or linen, I'm not sure. I think it's canvas. And then the built-in stitch marker ring that's in here as well. On the other side of the inside is a zippered pocket with a stitch marker that actually has an S on it for Stacy. Let me find it. There it is. I don't know if you can see that. That's really tiny. Anyway, there's an S on there, and that stands for Stacy, and it's a zippered pocket that's very, very deep. It goes all the way to the bottom. So that's great for holding all of your crochet items that you need. So that is bag number 1, and that's what I call the butterfly bag. It's quite gorgeous. Again, there is the print that it's made from. Isn't that beautiful? And then there's also coordinating fabric here, which I didn't point out. The straps in the bottom are made from the same fabric. So that's bag number 1. Bag number 2 is also a spring bag, and this is a floral spring bag, and it also has birds on it. Look how cute. This is a coordinating fabric with this. This is more of the foliage, and these are the birds, and so gorgeous. Look at that. I love this fabric. I might have to get her to make me one of these. And then on the sides is coordinating fabric that goes along with those. This is the bird fabric without the birds. Isn't that cute? I really like that. And on the other side is the foliage print. All this is quilted, hand quilted by Jo. It's quilted on machine, but it is done by Jo. On this one, she's done something a little different. And on the other one, her signature is down here at the bottom. Let me show you that, if you can read that. It says Jo Totes, and it's embroidered on there at the lower point of the bag. But this one has her signature on it on the handle. It says Jo Totes on there. So cute. And then the handle is coordinated with the bag as well. And the bottom is made from a dark fabric, like she always does, that coordinates with all the other fabrics. On the inside, this bag has 2 open pockets here, and also the stitch marker ring, which is sewn in on the seam right there. So you can hang your stitch markers on that. So I just love that. It is so bright in there too. You can see what's in your bag. I think that's very important. Actually, the pockets are a ladybug fabric that coordinates with the others. I'm trying to get it up there where you can see it. It's a ladybug fabric. 2 pockets on each side. I love this bag too. Both of them are quite gorgeous, and they will be going out tomorrow. This one, I didn't say this to begin with. This is Jo's signature medallion, and there it is up close. And it's beautiful, coordinated colors with all the fabric that are on the bag. This particular bag is for Patricia in Delaware. So Patricia, you'll be getting your bag probably by the end of the week. And I'll get this back to Jo tonight, and we'll get that in the mail to you. I wanted to show you those 2 project bags just as an example of a custom bag that you can order from Jo now. She doesn't have an Etsy shop yet. So if you want a bag like any of these others, or even your own design, you can get in touch with her with an email to her email address down in the description box. So you can easily get in touch with Jo there. Now on to my happy mail. I have one card that was in my post office box yesterday when I dropped by after church, and it says birthday wishes. Now it's not my birthday. I assume that she meant my anniversary of my YouTube videos, but I don't know that. I haven't gotten a birthday card in February ever, so thank you so much. This is from Peggy, and Peggy is in Indiana. Thank you, Peggy, for that. Appreciate it. Peggy has a Facebook page called PJ's Stitches, and I'll put a link to it down in the description box. So thank you, Peggy. I appreciate the pretty birthday card. My birthday is not until June, so you have a pretty big jump on everybody there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. So let me tell you what I'm wearing today. I always try to focus on something that is handmade, and today is no exception. This is my Try Me Pack Cinnamon Stitches Cinnamon Fade Shawl that was highlighted in one of my videos last week. I had talked about Jennifer over at Cinnamon Stitches and how she had designed this pattern and had picked out the colors for the Try Me Pack from Premier Yarn. So congratulations to Jennifer. I have finished the shawl as I did last week. I just wanted to wear it myself. Crystal was wearing it last week, and I wanted to wear it myself today. So since I had on an off-white turtleneck, I thought I would put on the shawl and enjoy wearing it for a while. It's really nice. It's not hot. It's not too big either. Actually, I kind of like the way it fits. It's an asymmetrical shawl. So it's done in a cream, a light peach, and a coral, all faded into each other. Very, very pretty. And thank you, Jennifer, for that nice pattern. You're getting some shout outs out there on YouTube, so be sure to tune in. I think Bag o' Day, Crystal did one yesterday there, and there's some others that I've seen as well. So congratulations on your Premier Yarn collaboration, and I wish you all the best, and also hope that you get well. You've seemed very under the weather the last few weeks, and I'm sorry you've been sick. I hope you begin to feel better soon. Now I have some progress on a new sweater that I'm making, and I've shown this once before, but I wanted to show you the progress that I've made on it because I've been doing some other things this weekend, and I'll get to that in just a minute. So I wanted to show you this. This is the yarn that came from Knitcrate, and a lot of you received this yarn. Some received the blue yarn, and I'm expecting the blue yarn to be here this week, hopefully, and I can get started on that sweater. It will be different from this sweater, but this sweater is going to be ribbed at the bottom in a kind of a special rib, and I really like it. It's turned out really nice. It took me a while to get it going, but I did. And I received 2 hanks of this. 2 hanks of this. I need to cake this up, of course, and I took it apart last night, and I just didn't have the energy to go cake it up. So I'm going to do that today and get started again on my sweater. I have used 1 full hank on this particular back fabric, and I'll just stand up and show it to you. This is what it looks like. I'm making it a little bit boxy. This is the bottom rib right here, and I think I said last week that that was a different stitch, but this is front and back posts. I'm not sure if I said that, but that's what I meant. This is the ribbing at the bottom, and then it is just plain stitches double crochet all the way up. But it's done with an H hook, and it's in a fingering weight yarn. So I'm kind of concentrating on those. I want to make some sweaters that are lightweight that you can wear in the summertime, because the summer's coming up, and if you want to make one, you need to start now. So I'm putting out some patterns and some suggestions, some outlines of things that you can make for spring and summer. This is a wool yarn. This is Audine Wools, which was sponsored by Creative Grandma, actually, with Knitcrate. There was a co-sponsorship, very nice, and it's called Shine Sport. And they're saying that this is a sport weight yarn. I don't really know if that's considered sport weight. It's awfully small. I'm treating it as a fingering weight. Not that it really matters all that much. I'm still using an H hook to make this sweater. The contents of this yarn are 80% merino superwash, 20% tencel, and it's a sport weight, 350 yards on the hank. So I have used 350 yards to make this piece. This piece measures 23 inches wide by about 16 inches tall. I've gotten 16 inches from the bottom to the top already crocheted with 1 hank. 1 other hank will not finish the sweater, so I actually ordered 1 more hank of this, and I was really thrilled to see that it was available on the Knitcrate site. So I ordered 1 hank of that, and I used some stash points, some bonus stash points that they give you when you order their Knitcrate box or when you order yarn. So you might check into that. I don't think that I paid $20 for the hank, but I needed 1 more. I knew that if I was going to put any kind of sleeve into this sweater, I needed another hank. So I went ahead and ordered it so I wouldn't be finishing the sweater and running out of yarn. So I expect that to be here pretty soon. I'll have to get this caked up this afternoon and get started finishing the back and then working on the front as well. So I'm excited about that. It's a really pretty yarn. I really like it, and I'm expecting the blue to come in this week. So I will be making a sweater out of the blue version of that same Audine Wools yarn. Another acquisition that I have that you might have seen on my Instagram site, I actually put a picture of this on Instagram. This came in a red bag. This is from Knitcrate. This is their Malabrigo yarn box, and I get this every quarter, and I love it, love it. I've always gotten really nice yarn and lots of it. This is what came in the bag this quarter. This is called Malabrigo Rosalinda, and that is the color, and it's actually worsted wool, 210 yards on the hank. Hand washed, dry, flat, kettle dyed, pure merino wool, 100%. So let me show you that. It is really very beautiful. I like it. I like the colors. They're very pastel. There's some lavender and some light pink, a little bit of coral, some cream color as well, and some others kind of mixed in there. But there were 3 of these in the bag. That was 630 yards of beautiful wool, and I thought, what am I going to do with that? So I thought, I'll just make something for it now because it's wool and I won't be wearing that in the summertime. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and make it up and hopefully I can use all the wool. Well, I didn't use all the wool. I used 2 hanks of the wool. I worked on it this weekend, and I'll show you that in just a second and what else came in the bag. But this is the book that comes with it. It's a different book from the book that comes in the monthly subscription from Knitcrate, and it's called Inspirations as well, and it's the Malabrigo Partner Crate, which is what this comes in. And their theme this month was Once Upon a Yarn. Very cute theme, and I'm not sure how it all plays into each other. It says, a candy-coated world where deadlines don't exist and there's always more time to cast on something new, of course referring to knitting, but you can always chain up something new if you're a crocheter. So that is the theme for this quarter's Malabrigo crate. These patterns are the ones that come in the booklet. There are 2 crochet patterns actually and 1 knit pattern. Now the knit pattern goes on and on and on. It's probably 6 pages long, and I obviously don't knit, so that wasn't in my wheelhouse, but it's what they call a chimera scarf. And if you look closely, the scarf, which is knitted, has a kind of a hat built into the scarf. If you live in a very cold climate, I'm sure it would be awesome to have. It's got ear flaps on it and the whole thing. I looked up chimera because I like to learn new words, and this chimera scarf right here, the word chimera is from Greek mythology. It's a combination of a lion, a goat, and a dragon or a snake. And in Greek mythology, it was a dragon, and it was made from 3 different animals. So I'm guessing where they got the name for this scarf is that it has ear flaps, a hat, and a scarf all mixed into one, and so that's why they called it the chimera scarf. That's all I can figure. And then later in the book, there is a really pretty crocheted shawl. And I considered making my shawl out of this and this shawl or this shawl, and I just didn't want any more shawls. I like shawls, but spring's coming up, and I wanted to hurry and get something finished. It would probably take me a while to make this. But this is the perihelion shawl, or perihelion shawl. And a perihelion, which I've never heard of, I guess I might have heard it in science class back in the day, but a perihelion is a point in the orbit of a planet, so like the Earth orbiting around the sun, where it is closest to the sun. So I'm not sure why they called this the perihelion shawl, but only they will know. And then the last one is the butterfly infinity scarf. Very, very pretty. It's very pretty. I like it. And it's featured on the front of the magazine as well. And that is the butterfly shell infinity scarves. Next quarter, it will be wanderings, and they're the colorways, and they're really pretty. This, if I'm not mistaken, this quarterly Knitcrate box, it comes with a lot of yarn actually. This quarter, it had more yarn than I really needed. I could have maybe made a small sweater out of that, but in fact, I probably could have. With 630 yards of a kind of a fat worsted. It's bigger than a 4, I think, but it's not quite a 5. So it is a fat 4 is what I call it. But I might could have made a sweater out of that. But I chose instead to do something else with it. And let me show you that right now. And this is in connection with an announcement that I'm going to make here in a few minutes. But another thing, I wanted to show you this. This came in the bag as well. It was folded down flat. And what it is, it's a little bag. See my yarn in there? That's how much I have left of my second hank. The yarn comes through the top. It's like a metal buttonhole. There's a name for it, can't think of it, but the yarn comes through that. You put your yarn in the bottom, you zip it up, you pull the yarn through the hole to crochet or knit. And it's very, very convenient. I mean, if you're making socks or something like that, it's great because you can put the socks down in there and close it up. I was just using it as a yarn holder for my crochet that I was working on. So you can pull it really hard and the ball doesn't roll around. And that's really a nice feature. I like this. I'll be using this more. As you can see, it's really nice. I like it. That was a very nice extra in the Malabrigo crate. The Malabrigo crate is around $45, I think, and you can go out on the website. I'll put a link to it, and you can price that. It's a really nice quarterly crate. It doesn't come every month, so it doesn't cost as much as actually being in the monthly subscription, but you cannot choose your colors. The Malabrigo crate is in a specific color. They send the same one to everyone, so just so you'll know that. Now, last week, I made a Kimberly Cowl, and I know I showed this to you, or the week before last. And I made this from some Knitcrate yarn as well. Beautiful blue wool in the color Empire. And I still haven't seen it on their yarn shop. They may put some out there, I don't know. But this is a gorgeous yarn. And it's very soft, squishy. It's very easy to wear. And I made a Kimberly Cowl working side to side. And if you remember my video, I'll try to put a link to it where I showed more about that. But I made this out of my Kimberly Cowl pattern, and that is available on my Etsy shop. So that's the Kimberly Cowl. A lot of people have bought that. Thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it. I hope the pattern meets your expectations and actually exceeds those. The scarf was so fun to make, an easy, fast TV scarf. I mean, once you do, it's got a 1-row repeat. Easy. So I made that in record time, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to write a pattern for that sideways cowl and call it the Kimberly Cowl sideways version. And here it is. This is my new pattern. And what I'm going to do here is on Thursday, I encourage you to go down and join the community. If you haven't already done that, if you're a new subscriber or just a viewer, random viewer that found me, be sure to subscribe and to like my video. I really appreciate it when my viewers do that. And I have some subscribers that have been with me from day one, and I so appreciate them. And I appreciate the new subscribers that come on and find my channel and find that it might be something helpful for them and enjoy watching it as well. If you're in the community, you will get the first shot at the patterns that are out on Etsy. You'll get a notification that they're out there. You'll also get a special discount only for the community. It's a nice discount, and it lasts for a couple of weeks or a week or whatever it is, just a short time. And then there'll be a discount that you can use all the time. If you don't have that special discount, if it's run out or it's expired, you can use the original discount that I send out on the email that you get when you first join the community. So if you don't know where that is, go back to the day you joined up, and you'll see the email there from me with the discount on it. And the discount code, you can just write it down. You don't have to save the email. But the discount code is different. Every time I release a pattern, it's a different discount code. Well, if you find yourself not in the community, go down in the description box and click the link where it says join the community, and on Thursday I will be sending out a free pattern. This is a free pattern. It's a 5-page pattern. It's got photographs in it. I took a couple of photographs because it just is easier to see a picture of something than trying to visualize it. Some people learn better from seeing things, just like they like their tutorials, which I don't do. But there's another photograph of the first row. So you can kind of get an idea of what it's supposed to look like and compare yours to it so you know you're on the right track. But this will go out on Thursday at 3 p.m. I'm going to set up an email to go out on Thursday at 3 p.m. And if you're in the community, you will get a free PDF of this pattern, and you can quickly make one of these up because they're not hard to make, and you can make it as long as you want and use up some yarn that you might have in your stash. You can make this 5 feet long, you can make it 3 feet long, you can make a cowl out of it if you want to, and it's a little more convenient than making a circular cowl. Now, I do like my Kimberly Cowl. A lot of you have bought my pattern, and I really appreciate that. But this is a different way to make the Kimberly Cowl. So I'm going to send that out on Thursday at 3. So be sure you join the community before then if you want to receive the free pattern. Now, let me show you what I made with this particular yarn that came in my Malabrigo crate. I made a sideways Kimberly Cowl this weekend, It's really big. Let me put my bag down. It is really big, and it can be a shawl. It can be anything you want it to be. But I made this with, instead of on this particular Kimberly Cowl made sideways, I used 3 pattern repeats. I don't know if you can see those. 1, 2, 3. And there's a shell in each pattern repeat, so you kind of know where you're going with that. You'll know how wide it is on the first row that you make. You'll know how wide it is. You can decide if you want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pattern repeats, or if you just want to make one in the lengthwise pattern. That's the Kimberly Cowl, the regular version that's out on Etsy. This yarn is so soft and just squishy. It's so super nice. I made this with 4 pattern repeats. I don't know if you can see those. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are 4 pattern repeats and some mesh along the side. And in the Kimberly Cowl free pattern that'll be out on Thursday, I explain how to do all that. It's not hard to do. Now, one thing I'll say about this yarn, it smells really weird. It smells like vinegar. I don't know why. Maybe it's the acid dye. But it is really strong. I might have to wash this before I wear it because it is a very strong smell. But I love it. I think it's gorgeous. It's almost like a roving yarn. It's so smooth. It is. It may be a roving yarn. I don't know. You may be able to call it that. I don't know. But it's a beautiful, beautiful yarn. I really like it. And I wanted to quickly make something from it. And then I got the bright idea that I would just give away the free pattern for the sideways shawl. It's something I want to give to my community, and as a thank you for joining. And so I appreciate every one of you, each and every one of you. So now on to our giveaway. I want to thank the ladies who won the giveaway last week. They were quickly in touch with me, and so I'll be mailing those out. I might try to get that out today on Monday. If not, it'll be tomorrow morning early, and I will get those out the door. Giveaways this week, I have 3, and I usually do 3 because it's a really good number. Giveaway winner number 1 will receive a shawl in the ball. I know I give away a lot of these, but I did a huge order one time of shawl in the ball, and I know I'm not going to use it all. I've got so much yarn. I want to give this away. So this is the colorway Prism. Very, very beautiful. This is a kind of almost like a chartreuse green with a purple and some teal and turquoise. And that sounds weird to me when I say it out loud, but here is the colorway. That's what it looks like. I guess they're using, it looks like almost like a gold, not really a chartreuse, but those are the colors in this shawl in the ball. This will go to giveaway winner number 1. And if you'll notice, on here is the pattern. I actually made this pattern, and last week I gave away a partially made shawl and the rest of the shawl on the ball to finish that particular shawl. So I wanted to show that to you. They put this on the ball band, and I just used it from the ball band, I think from the last shawl on the ball, the one that I gave away last week. So that is the pattern, and it's on the ball band of this particular shawl in the ball. Again, that's the colorway Prism. Giveaway winner number 2 will receive a shawl in the ball in the colorway Mellow Muse, M-U-S-E, Mellow Muse, and those are the colors in this one. Now actually this Prism is a sparkle yarn. I meant to hold it up there so you could see that. It is a sparkle yarn. This is not a sparkle yarn. This is a plain yarn. It's very beautiful. It's a very muted color. Mellow Muse is the name of this. And let me roll this up so you can see the colorway in this one. This has a tiny bit of yellow in it, which I don't see in there. It's probably buried inside. And then almost a red or a dark pink and purple. So it's really pretty. Sometimes the camera picks up colors a little bit different from what they actually are. But that is really pretty. It is pretty. And that will go to giveaway winner number 2, Mellow Muse colorway in shawl in the ball. This has a different pattern on it actually. That's kind of cute too. I saw that when I was getting this yarn out of my stash. I thought that would be a cute pattern to make up as well. And then giveaway winner number 3 will receive Crochet World. And this is the April 2020 edition of Crochet World. There are a lot of patterns in here. I'll show you the combination pattern page, which shows all the patterns that are actually in the magazine. And here they all are. There are rugs and shawls and little vests, all kinds of things to make. I think there's even a baby pattern in here. Let me see if there is one. Here it is. This is the cutest little baby sweater right here, done in pink and white. It is so pretty. If you don't win this magazine, you should go out and buy it. If you have any reason to crochet for a baby girl. It's so cute. I don't. I only have grandsons, but those of you that have baby girls at home or granddaughters, that would be a really cute sweater. I want to show you the picture of this little baby sweater. It is so cute. Look at this. Look how pretty she looks in that. It's done in pink and white. It has little short sleeves. It is just so cute. And here it is. Actually, let me get the pattern over here because it's a paid pattern, obviously. There is a picture of it right there. It's so pretty. I really like that. Giveaway winner number 3 will receive Crochet World. Now, to sign up for the giveaway, put a comment down in the comment box and use the keyword butterfly, B-U-T-T-E-R-F-L-Y, all one word. Y'all know how to spell butterfly, so put butterfly somewhere in your comment and you'll be in the running for winning maybe one of the giveaways on Friday. Now on Wednesday, I plan to come back and do my crochet hook review. I've got lots of crochet hooks that I want to talk about, and I do have some favorites. So join me on Wednesday to see the crochet hook review, and I'll be back on Friday with our giveaway winners announcement. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please like it if you did and share it if you want to. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I always forget to ask, and I don't want to bug y'all, but it is nice when if you're interested in my channel, if you would subscribe, and that way you'll know when I send out a video. If you hit the little bell that's jiggling, you can see it. That means that you'll get all the notifications when I produce my videos, usually twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, like this week will be. So join me next time to find out what's on the hook.